In a candid and thought-provoking interview with P. Vaidyanathan Iyer, managing editor of the Indian Express, Dr. Palanivel Thiagarajan, PTR, Tamil Nadu's Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, articulated the state's firm stance on issues ranging from the National Education Policy, NEP, to the three-language formula, delimitation, and the broader implications of federalism in India. The interview provided a deep dive into Tamil Nadu's historical and political resistance to centralization, its commitment to preserving its linguistic and cultural identity, and its vision for equitable development across the country. One of the central themes of the interview was Tamil Nadu's opposition to the National Education Policy, NEP, particularly its three-language formula. Dr. PTR emphasized that Tamil Nadu has consistently rejected the NEP since its inception in 1968, viewing it as an overreach by the central government into a domain that, under the original constitution, was a state subject. He argued that education should remain under state control, as states are better equipped to understand and address their unique socio-cultural and economic contexts. Dr. PTR highlighted Tamil Nadu's impressive educational outcomes, noting that the state has already surpassed the gross enrollment ratio targets set by the NEP for higher education. He pointed out that Tamil Nadu leads the country in various educational metrics, including the number of colleges and universities in the top 100, patents filed, and higher education enrollment. Given this track record, he questioned the need for Delhi to dictate educational policies to a state that has demonstrated its ability to manage its education system effectively. The minister also criticized the three-language formula, which recommends the teaching of Hindi, English, and a regional language. He argued that this policy is burdensome and impractical, particularly for students from rural and economically disadvantaged backgrounds, many of whom are first-generation learners. Tamil Nadu has long followed a two-language formula, Tamil and English, which has proven successful in ensuring high literacy rates and educational attainment. Dr. PTR cited data showing that even schools under the Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, and Kendriya Vidyalayas in Tamil Nadu struggle to implement the three-language formula due to a lack of qualified teachers, particularly for Hindi and Sanskrit. The interview also touched on the sensitive issue of language and its role in Tamil Nadu's political identity. Dr. PTR clarified that the state's opposition to Hindi imposition is not rooted in animosity toward the language itself but in a broader resistance to what he described as the central government's authoritarianism and anti-federalism. He argued that the imposition of Hindi undermines India's linguistic diversity and threatens the cultural identity of non-Hindi-speaking states. Dr. PTR traced the history of Tamil Nadu's resistance to Hindi imposition back to the 1930s, when the colonial government first attempted to introduce Hindi as an administrative language. This resistance continued post-independence, culminating in the anti-Hindi agitations of the 1960s. He quoted DMK founder C.N. Annadurai, who warned that the imposition of Hindi would create a permanent advantage for Hindi-speaking states, further marginalizing non-Hindi-speaking regions. The minister also addressed the recent controversy over the use of a Tamil letter in the rupee symbol, dismissing suggestions that it was a political statement. Instead, he framed it as part of Tamil Nadu's broader struggle to assert its linguistic and cultural identity in the face of centralizing tendencies. Another critical issue discussed in the interview was the impending delimitation of parliamentary constituencies, scheduled to take place after the 2026 census. Dr. PTR expressed concern that delimitation, based on population, would disproportionately benefit northern states with higher population growth rates, at the expense of southern states like Tamil Nadu, which have achieved lower fertility rates and higher economic development. He argued that the 25-year freeze on delimitation, implemented in 1976, was based on the assumption that states would eventually level up in terms of development and population growth. However, this has not happened. Instead, the economic gap between the northern and southern states has widened, despite significant fiscal transfers from the richer southern states to the poorer northern states. Dr. PTR pointed out that Tamil Nadu's per capita GDP is more than 3 times that of Uttar Pradesh, yet the latter receives significantly more central funds. The minister called for a 30-year extension of the delimitation freeze, arguing that it would provide southern states with the political representation they deserve while allowing northern states time to catch up economically. He also emphasized the need for greater fiscal autonomy for states, suggesting that the central government should focus on addressing the root causes of underdevelopment in the northern states rather than penalizing the southern states for their success. Throughout the interview, Dr. PTR underscored the importance of federalism in India's democratic framework. He criticized the central government for its extra-constitutional actions, such as withholding funds for state schemes unless they comply with central policies like the NEP. He described this as a form of extortion and reiterated Tamil Nadu's commitment to resisting such pressures, even if it meant foregoing central funds. The minister also addressed the broader implications of the North-South divide for India's future. He argued that the country's economic and political stability depends on addressing the developmental disparities between the northern and southern states. He called for a collaborative approach, where the central government works with states to identify and address their unique challenges, rather than imposing one-size-fits-all policies. Dr. PTR highlighted Tamil Nadu's strengths in human capital and its potential to play a leading role in the global economy. He pointed out that the state's success in attracting investment and fostering innovation is driven by its skilled workforce, robust infrastructure, and high quality of life, rather than subsidies or central government support. He cited examples of companies that have set up operations in Tamil Nadu without taking a single rupee in subsidies, underscoring the state's competitive advantage. The minister also discussed the need for India to leverage its human capital to meet the growing demand for skilled workers in advanced economies. He called for greater collaboration between states and the central government to develop specialized skills and industries, positioning India as a global leader in the knowledge economy. Dr. PTR's interview provided a comprehensive overview of Tamil Nadu's political and economic priorities, as well as its vision for a more equitable and federal India. His arguments were rooted in a deep understanding of the state's history, culture, and development trajectory, as well as a commitment to preserving its autonomy and identity in the face of centralizing tendencies. The interview also highlighted the broader challenges facing India's federal structure, particularly the need to balance the interests of diverse states with varying levels of development. Dr. PTR's call for greater fiscal autonomy, collaborative policymaking, and a focus on human capital development offers a roadmap for addressing these challenges and ensuring India's continued progress in the 21st century. In a country as diverse as India, the voices of states like Tamil Nadu are crucial in shaping a more inclusive and equitable future. Dr. PTR's articulate and principled defense of Tamil Nadu's interests serves as a reminder of the importance of federalism in preserving India's unity in diversity. Subscribe to AK Matrix today for in-depth analysis, powerful narratives, and the latest updates on issues that matter to you. Hit that subscribe button now and join the movement.